Hey guys, it's Trippy, bringing you another episode of Exploring Cornwall. If you guys saw last week's episode, you'll know we went to the Lizard. Well, this week we've gone to a place called Bude, which is pretty much on the opposite side of Cornwall. It's a fair old drive. The footage, unfortunately, I'm not too happy with. I've basically got a new clip that'll go onto your backpack strap so you can record while you're walking around with a bag on, just to save me walking around with a stick in my hand. But some of the footage, it was slightly lopsided. Some of it's usable, some of it's not, so this video might be a bit shorter. But yeah, I'll crack on with the video and let you guys check out a bit of Bude. Unfortunately, similar to last week, by the time we got to the beach, the weather wasn't the greatest. Thankfully, it wasn't raining and hailing like it was last week, but it was good enough. It was really cold, but at least the sun was out in places. But we got to the beach and went across the rocks to start off with, just seeing if we can find any sea life, really. We did find a crab, but that was dead, so thought I'd better not show that. But there was a fair few people out, mainly people picking up litter and stuff. That whole trash tag thing is going on at the minute, where people are out cleaning beaches, so it was good to see. The beach seemed pretty clean anyway, but again, because it was pretty damn cold, we weren't sort of dossing about. We really wanted to crack on and get to a place that was more sheltered. And then as I was thinking about climbing up to a cliff, we noticed a ramp, and it turned out they had a rock pool there, and I didn't know there was one in Bude. There's quite a few around Cornwall, there's probably loads to be honest. But it's basically people have built a pool, sometimes just natural pools, and the seawater fills it up, and then once the water's in, it just kind of stays there. And the water, especially this time of year, would be absolutely freezing, but to my surprise, there were a few people in there. I think they had wetsuits on, but I didn't fancy dipping my toes because it looked too damn cold for me. But it did give me an idea for another video in the future. On Christmas Day and New Year's Day, there's a couple of beaches where people will go out for a swim first thing in the morning, and obviously December, January time, it's absolutely freezing. So it'd be kind of cool to go down there and just film people doing that, and maybe if I'm feeling brave, join them. But I didn't want to go in the water when it was May, so I don't think I'm going to go in when it's January either. But just to film people running in, having a swim, and maybe surfing or whatever, could be a cool video. And then our last stop for this particular beach was a little pathway that led towards the sea. I assume when the tide comes in that this place gets quite full up, maybe even completely submerged. Have to come down another day, just to have a quick look around, and then from there we headed off to try and grab some food. So I told a guy at work that I was going to be visiting Bude, and he told me I should check out a cafe or inn called the Bayview Inn. We got a bit lost on the way, as you might have told by the video of me turning around, if I include that, because I'm talking about this before I've edited it, so I'm not sure if it's going to be included yet. But basically, Bayview Inn, he couldn't recommend it enough. I think he said he's been there 4 or 5 times. Every time he's gone to Bude, he's gone there. And yeah, I probably had a Homer Simpson moment where they brought the food out where I was almost drooling. I was like, oh god, that looks so good. I got too excited to the point where the camera was so close to the food that I was almost touching it. I thought the GoPro having the wide lens view, I'd capture all of it, so I'm sorry that I got a bit too close to the food, but I just couldn't help my excitement. It's safe to say we were absolutely stuffed after eating. At least I couldn't really finish a sandwich, of being the gentleman I was. After having my beef burger, I thought I'd try and finish some of our chicken burger off as well, so we were stuffed to the point of bursting. We'd driven quite a way to come to Bude, so I didn't want to waste the time and then just go straight home, so we sat in the car for a little bit to rest, and then had one final walk out towards the edge of a cliff just to get one more sort of spin around view of the area. And yeah, that was our time in Bude, so really nice place to come. I imagine in the summer it gets super busy, but yeah, definitely on my revisit list for sure. We have to come back another day when it's like gorgeous weather, make our way across first thing in the morning, maybe even stay for a couple of days so we can see more, because if you look at it on Google Maps, it is a really massive place, so I'm sure we only saw like a third of what Bude has to offer, so we're definitely going back there soon. And yeah, I think that's it for this video, guys. Tomorrow or Monday, depending on the weather, we're going to be visiting a few spooky places, so the video might be a bit different. But yeah, I'll talk to you more about that in its own video. So thanks for watching the video, guys, and I'll hopefully see you on the next one. Cheers.